Cahuilla Creek, new layout, new jumps, new direction. We're gonna ride it, we're gonna measure it, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. Woohoo! Clear it, and to be safe, we are at 70 feet. So hit it, don't be scared. Hey, what's up guys, Rado here. We are at Cahuilla Creek MX in Anza. This is my home track. I ride here at least twice a week and I really love this place. They just changed the track like a month ago. Everything goes opposite direction. New jumps, there are new obstacles. Their lap is actually 30 seconds longer, which is quite a bit. It's roughly 2 minutes now for me. Used to be 1:30, and it's just so much fun. So today I want to go and measure some big jumps. And I'm gonna show you what's new. I wanna show you, how it flows. So we're gonna ride it, and also we're gonna compare it to the previous design, previous size we had before. Now everything is step up. It used to be step down before. Let me know below in the comments, what do you prefer? Do you like to jump downhill, or you wanna launch it uphill, going up those step ups? Yeah, I know it looks kind of scary from here because it's just wall in front of you. The biggest and scariest jump here on the track that people call a flag jump or the big step up. It's on the top of a track, and not everybody's hitting this thing because it looks kind of scary, it looks kind of big. When it used to be a step down, it was so much fun to fly down that thing. So right now you gotta hit it uphill, and to clear it and to be safe, we are at 70 feet. Hitting it down there, flying up and landing, you are at 70 feet. This thing is so easy to jump. Just stay in a third gear, give it a little bit more gas, you hit it and it takes you exactly where you need to be. If you give it a little bit more throttle, you can land another like 20 feet and you are still safe. So this is really safe jump, it's a lot of fun, but in your mind, it's pretty big. So hit it, don't be scared. We're gonna hit the 2 tables. Whoa! We do have these 2 tabletops right off the turn behind me, and they're not small. So you gotta come and keep some momentum in the turn and then hit it. I usually stay in the 3rd gear if I can on 250, and then I hit it, clear this one, and then I'll show you the other one. So to clear this one, you gotta fly 55 feet. That's pretty good size, and you don't have a lot of room over there. You can see that turn. So you gotta stay in that 3rd gear or 2nd gear and then shift as you go, and then, keep that momentum, hit it just right and land where you're supposed to. And now we're gonna hit the 2nd table. It's so much fun if you hit that one right and you land where you're supposed to land, and then you hit this one with enough speed, you just fly right over. I have a feeling this one would be bigger than the previous one. So this one is 62 feet. To clear this one, you gotta fly 62 feet. So you go in the turn, keep the momentum, hit the first one, fly like 55 feet, land where you're supposed to, go on the gas, and then you come hit the 2nd one and land where you're supposed to land and fly 62 feet. It's pretty good. Super fun step down or big table downhill. I don't know what you would call it. It has a little kicker. It kind of shoots you nice and high, and then you have a long way to land. So it's really fun. You hit it and then you fly and land where you want. So this fun and easy jump is 63 feet long. Dude, it's becoming something very common here. Every single jump is at least 60 feet. That's pretty cool. Big step up. All the way on the bottom, and it took some time for me to hit it because it's a little bit scary. So let's see how long that thing is. All the way to the landing, you need to land somewhere 63 feet long. So you gotta hit it and fly 63 feet to clear it. Not a small jump, that's pretty good size. It's roughly about 2-minute lap, which is about 30 seconds longer than the old design. Get up. Inside. This jump kind of shoots you up high. It's good to slow down and just give it a blip on the face. So you got a different kind of jumps. You cannot hit every jump the same way. Alright, I'm staying in the third gear almost all lap. Even here, this is third gear. So on this 300 power, just a little bit more than 250, you can stay in the same gear most of the time.
And this is one lap. I think it's so fun. It flows really well, you have a bunch of jumps and just keeps you on your toes. Now let me show you how it looked before when the track was in opposite direction, when all the jumps were stepped down. Watch it and let me know which one do you like more, which one would you prefer to ride. Honestly, I really like this layout as well. You know, I was getting better at it. I was coming here quite often and shaving a little bit every single lap, so I was able to come down to like 127. That was my best lap time. I was jumping everything, I was having a nice flow, and it was just really good track. But when I heard they are changing it, I was really excited because, you know, always riding something new after you've been accustomed to something for a longer time, it's so much fun. So now this new layout is completely different. There are new obstacles, there are new things. So after we watch this lap, I'm gonna walk with the GoPro and I'm just gonna walk everything and I'll show you how things are coming together. I'll show you some new obstacles we have, and just let me know guys below in the comments which one of these two tracks would you prefer. What do you like more, stepping down or stepping up when you jump, and how do you like the flow that this track has, one direction and then the opposite direction. Let me know below in the comments guys.
We have these sections without jumps, just kind of like straightaways that are quite fast, and you can hit inside, outside. So right now, as you can see, the track was prepped and is ready for Saturday. But when you ride, when you come here and after like a couple hours, you have really nice inside rut right here. So you can stay inside in a turn, or you can hit the outside, the berm. So it's just pretty fun. You don't want to berm, it's easy to hit a berm all the time. But hitting the rut, staying in the rut is a little bit more challenging. So I would suggest you guys, if you want to get a little better, hit those inside ruts. After you land a big flag jump, big step up, you make this nice sweeping turn. You can go inside, outside. Sometimes I ride up on the berm. It's like 180 turn. And it is really easy, kind of catch your breath after the 3 jumps if you are too tight. And then we're coming to this first downhill step down, but this one is small. This one I'm in 3rd gear and just give it a little blip right here. It's very easy, and then it will set you up for the next fun jump. Jump right here, the takeoff is quite steep, so if you hit it fast, you fly high and far. So you kind of gotta manage your speed here. So now we're coming to a new section that wasn't here before, and it's kind of fun. I like that we have this split lane. You can go inside where you have a little hump, or you can just rail outside. Coming to that jump right there that has a steep takeoff, so you have to actually slow down and just blip that throttle, hit it just right, because if you stay on the throttle, you will OJ it big time. To hit it, you go like front wheel first, and then it's good if you push on your handlebars, and you just bring the bike down. Alright, so coming out here, you can stay in, and then during the day you will have a nice rut over here, and a bunch of people will go and hit the berm. I usually stay inside. Here's a good example of an inside rut. It's gonna stay like in the middle, so the day will start somewhere here, and then it will be pushed away towards the end of the day. So you can stay in here, or you can hit the outside berm. Again, I like this one more. And then you're coming to a fun section that has a big hole in the middle. You gotta jump over it, It's easy, but the hole looks kind of big. But the thing is, many people will panic when they see the gap and they will drop the throttle and they will go down. I saw quite a few people doing that. It's not a big deal. If you hit it, you land no problem, you clear it. And then we're coming to this turn that is 180, and right after this turn there are two big tables. You have to keep some momentum and get on the gas as soon as you can to clear the first table and then be good for the second table. This section here, usually people go inside, as you can see the nice inside rut. A lot of people going outside too, but I always hit inside over here. And this rut will get pushed away. Some people will stick to this one, kind of flat track it. Then you go over two bumps and then there is a table at the end. So it's a little bit tricky because usually I shift to third gear somewhere here if I'm not doing the turn in a third gear. Depends what bike I ride. So I'm in a third gear. I get a little bit of air here, and then as soon as I land, I just give it everything it has and then hit this takeoff and it will carry me over. You make the sweeping turn and coming up towards the step up, 3 step up in a row. That's probably the most challenging section on the track. You can pick any line you want. Outside is always preferred, but there's pretty decent inside ride as well. And then these step ups are coming up that are quite big and, you know, frankly not easy to jump for a first time. Just kind of big in your mind. All right, guys, here we go. This is our iconic Cahuilla Creek MX. I was showing you the vet track. Behind me is the main track with this beautiful Cahuilla Mountain, and it's just such a fun place. I actually live in the neighborhood, maybe like 10 minutes from the track, so this is my home track. I come here very often. I love this place. It's one of the 5 tracks within 1 hour from where I live. So we are pretty blessed in SoCal, here in California, down south. We have a lot of tracks and they're still operating. They are doing a pretty good job. You know, we have bunch of races, some national races too at Pala. They used to be at Glen Helen, and every track is a little bit different. Every track has something special. Every track has you know, pros and cons, but overall it's real fun. So let me know below in the comments, would you like to ride this track? Do you like it more how is it today, or do you like it more the way it was before, when everything was stepped down and we have a little bit shorter laps? So hopefully you enjoyed the video. I tried to give you the best, you know, way to hopefully you enjoyed the video. I tried to show it to you, you know, in the best way, you know, measure everything and just walk it a little bit and also write it in the comments so you guys can see what we ride here in California. And if you are local in California, then hey, come and ride. This is really fun track, especially this new layout on the vet track. You need to be a little bit better rider compared to the previous layout. So even some people from the main track coming back to the vet, they're having good time. It's not a kids track anymore, and it's really a track that can keep you on your toes. All right, my friends, so hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know below in the comments what you think of all this thing here, and don't forget, whatever you do, stay motivated. See you guys later.